I am Courtney.
I am Sean.
We are
on the other side
with Hill City Paranormal.
With Hill City Paranormal.
Guys.
Not paranormal, we paranormal. Investigators. Investigator.
Daryl Paulette, Bedford Paranormal in the house. Also, Spirit of Clover Hill Village and the historic Appomattox
Bedford
Jail.
Bedford.
Bedford.
Daryl, where's Ronnie at? We haven't seen Ronnie in a while. I put my glasses on. I can't see shit.
Daryl, Ronnie, Angie, and the crew were at Pennhurst, I believe, this past weekend.
Pennhurst.
Yes, I want to hear all about it. Yes.
I'm not chewing on. I'm getting old. I'm over chewing on nothing.
The air? Guys, we got a lot to talk about in a short amount of time.
You always got a lot to talk about.
A lot to talk about.
I'm going to be quiet.
Okay. You quiet? Never. Anyway. All right. So everybody was like investigating the past weekends, and that was pretty cool. But he is MIA. He's probably at a cookout, some kind of family function.
Yeah, Ronnie's definitely at a family function.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Yeah, for sure. For sure. How did Pennhurst go? No.
Did you get lots of good action? Did you catch any ghosts?
Yeah, did you catch any ghosts? Inquiring minds want to know.
That's what everybody asked me. Did y'all catch any ghosts?
Yeah, so the past 2 weekends, were investigating 2 extremely, I'm going to go ahead and say it, haunted locations.
How you know they were haunted?
I know they were haunted. Like, just from the moment that we walked in, drove up, parked, just things were happening. A lot of things. Just a lot of personal encounters last 2 weekends. Which to me made it kind of interesting because it wasn't your traditional, like, go in, set up equipment, ask 50,000 questions that the ghosts could give 2 shits about, and hopefully one of your pieces of equipment will go off, right? These past 2 weekends, hey, Paul, North Carolina North Carolina Coastal Plains. I was going to say something else. But anyway, these last 2 locations, guys, very minimal equipment was needed. Like,
very minimal.
There was a lot of personal experiences to be had in both these locations.
I believe I got possessed.
Sean believes he got possessed.
They had to perform an exorcism.
I am not qualified for that, sir. So you'd have just been crawling up the wall backwards.
I started to.
You crawl up the wall backwards. Pew, pew, pew. Unalived. Now we're investigating you.
Oh man.
But seriously, guys, so we kind of gave you like a brief rundown of the Doss house from 2 weekends ago.
Oh, Ronnie, I started to think you didn't like me anymore, man. I was like, man, Ronnie unfriended me on Facebook.
Blocked you. Blocked me. Terrible.
Called me out my name and everything.
Called you out your name.
Called me out my name.
I'm just leave that comment.
I even sent Ronnie inbox. He ain't respond to nothing.
I'm gonna leave it up because it's cutting off right here. I'm gonna leave it up. Guys, all right. Seriously, Ronnie, Sean showed me his Facebook. You were nowhere to be found.
Yeah, I couldn't find him. I was gonna shoot Ronnie a message like, "Hey, brother."
Yeah, tried to call you, and it said the subscriber cannot be reached at this time.
I went no picture, no ID picture, or nothing.
Nothing.
And then I see Ronnie with this little Bedford Paranormal shirt on.
Yes, I did. See, now he's wait, he did not, or he did? What? He blocked you?
Won't be the first time somebody blocked me. I've been blocked. I get blocked. I'm surprised that store I went to today didn't block me.
They should have. Yeah. They should have.
Let's get some more paranormal equipment.
Anyway.
I did not spend over $100 today, though.
Embarrassing.
I didn't.
All right, guys. So we told you guys about our experiences at the Dawes house. Okay. I was hoping some more people would jump in the first 5 minutes, so they must all be busy on this fine Tuesday.
They don't love us anymore.
No, it's fine.
We're not
So, this past weekend, we ventured on over to our favorite town of Gettysburg, Pennsylvania. We were at the historic Rainworth Lodge.
I don't have my hat on.
Location never ceases to amaze me.
Emily.
Damn it. Emily, this is the only podcast that I was kind of hoping, like, I love to see you, Em, but you just opened a whole can of worms. Jesus Christ. Jesus.
Emily. Emily, stop lying. Emily, stop lying.
Jesus.
Emily, stop lying. Emily, stop lying. Emily.
It goes to the music.
Emily, stop lying. Emily,
The lighting.
lying. Emily. We love you, lost souls, but you gotta stop your lying, Emily.
No, don't just categorize it as lost souls has to stop lying.
All right, well, lost souls is great.
I tried to tell you, Emily.
Emily, you're late.
You're late.
Go in the kitchen and fix me a plate. And stop your lying. Stop your lying. Stop your lying. Stop your lying.
You guys thought you were getting a paranormal podcast tonight. No. Psych. Are we done? All right.
I had to do it. Hey, Emily.
Jesus.
Hey, Emily. We'll blues it up for Emily, stop lying. The ghost stop dying. Emily is now crying. Get that pan and start frying.
What is she frying? You keep trying to send Emily to the kitchen. Lord, have mercy.
Well, I've been waiting all day.
All day. Emily, this has been all day. He was talking about this at 10 o'clock this morning. I hope Emily comes in the podcast tonight.
All right, I'll stop.
My God. All right. So Ronnie says he gets sent to the corner on the podcast because I'm never in the chat. What? With everyone else. You are in the chat right now.
Ronnie, people can see you.
We see you, see me.
Do you not realize that?
Ronnie,
we see
what?
you.
We see you.
Look, I can take my glasses off and still see you, Ronnie. What are you talking about?
Michelle Wilfong with the Haunted Apartment, y'all.
Shout out. Make sure y'all follow our YouTube.
The hair is in the room. G Tops, Dinner with a Ghost.
Emily, as soon as I get my voice back, I'm going to the studio. We're going to lay that track
There
down.
we go.
I'm going to get Ronnie Anderson.
Debbie, Emily wanted a song. Leo with the big pink hand.
I'm going to paint it pink. Good God. Why is my hand so big on the camera?
It's the big pink hand.
My hand is not this big in real life, y'all. I don't know why the camera makes my hand look like this.
Why are you the only one in the chat box, Ronnie? No, that's your narcissistic
Ronnie, everybody
chat.
can see your chat, Ronnie. What are you talking about?
Everybody see Ronnie in the chat box?
Put in the comments, can y'all see Ronnie's comment in the chat? I promise you I'm not digging in my behind. Gotta get my hand out here.
All right. Let's talk about it.
Emily.
No, Emily's not lying right now.
Yeah, she's not lying right now.
Oh, Daryl said he can't see you on his phone, but he can on the TV. See, Ronnie? See, you're better because you're on a TV.
Don't make me get my guitar back out. I'll make a song for Ronnie.
Stop lying.
We're gonna start doing that on chat. People start lying. I'm gonna get my guitar out.
All right. So seriously, guys. So I'm gonna summarize my weekend because there was just so much. All right, and like every weekends in August, we've been traveling. We've been just up and down the road. Just it doesn't make any sense. It doesn't make just up and down, all over the place. All right. So some of you that were in here last time heard about make that a song. You don't have your hand in your butt.
It's gonna be a rap song.
All right.
I gotta cock my hat to the side for that one. Though.
Okay.
I can rap too, believe it or not.
Anyway, so most of you guys that were in here heard about my experience with my phone, my car, all that stuff with the Doss house. Okay. Now, fast forward this past weekend, historic Rainworth Lodge. We pull up and like it was an instant heaviness. It was just a weird energy at the Rainworth this weekend. So we walk in, of course, I do my normal. I say hi to all the spirits of Rainworth. I missed them. Last time I saw him was November. Last time I spoke to him was November. So I made my rounds, gave a tour to the person who joined us. Shout out Chris Mendez with Supernatural Untold Stories.
Officer Mendez.
Yes, he was filming a documentary. So I walked in my room.
Which is coming out on the Scare Network, y'all.
Yes, scarenetwork.tv. Anyway. I walk into my room. I say hi to the old man that occupies this room. He likes to hang out in the corner in his rocking chair. And I cut on the light to speak to him, cut off the light, and left the room. Rounded the corner, and the light was on. So I didn't think anything of it. I was like, okay, well, maybe I'm a spaz, didn't cut the light off. Well, these were these like old fashioned dial lights that you have to like turn all the way and click to cut off. So I went back in there, turned it all the way, heard the click off, and walked back out. As I'm talking to everybody, we head into the living room, and I happen to look over and see that the darn light is on again. I'm like, okay, all right. So now we're playing with lights. So I made everybody come with me. I said, guys, this is the third time I've done this. Like, you guys, I need witnesses at this point because I know I'm not going crazy. So Chris had come in the room with me, and he had a camera, and he was trying to like communicate with whoever was in there. Like, you know, do you need the light on? Like, you scared of the dark? What's going on? Whatever. There was no, reaction there. So he said, okay, well, we're turning the light off. If you want it on, then you need to cut it back on. Just so we know that you're here, and then we'll leave it on. So he turned it all the way off, click, and we exited the room. We made sure all the lights were off. We settled in, and then we headed out for dinner. We pull back in the driveway, and we notice that 2 lights are on. One of which is the one that he cut off, and another one upstairs, which was already off. So the spirits of Rainworth this weekend decided that they did not want to be in the dark. I'm okay with it. Cool. Thanks for cutting the lights on. But then it just got weirder throughout the weekend. Like, just weirder. I have a 10-minute video. 10-minute video of a cat ball going off on a sofa that was unoccupied by any other behinds. Okay. For those of you that don't remember my story from November, in November, I was sitting on the sofa. We were watching a movie. I had one leg up. So you heard the pitter patter of tiny feet. And then something jumped on the sofa like a small child would jump on the sofa, but it moved the whole sofa. And there were 3 of us in the room that witnessed this at the time. So I decided that I was going to investigate that sofa seat that this, I'm assuming, was a child-like spirit jumped into. When I asked if this said child was there, and that was her favorite seat, and I asked her if she would like to sit in her favorite seat again, the cat ball lit up on and off for 10 minutes straight on command. Very cool. So I'm like, all right, my little kid friends are here. Then it just got weirder and weirder and weirder. There was like shadow figures darting all over the house, lights cutting on and off, doors opening and closing. Um, for those of you that missed our TikTok live, we managed to do like a split screen and dual investigate. So Chris and Sean went to the blacksmith shop. I stayed in the lodge with the public that had joined us, which was 4 people. At one point, 2 were in the basement, 2 were upstairs. I was in the actual lodge piece by myself. And I left my TikTok viewers to babysit my equipment. When I came back, it was like probably 75 comments of stuff that was going on, from they spotted shadow figures, a small child apparition, cat ball play, REM pod activity. I had a para-REM out that they said was going off. At one point, I pulled out a tracer wire that was going off. No, I didn't pull out the tracer wire. That was not night 2. That's a lie. And EDI box. That's what I was thinking. The EDI box, the geophone was going off when nobody was down there. Then as I came back, I was watching Sean and Chris investigate in the blacksmith shop. And for absolutely no reason, Chris was talking to Sean and about a serious matter, actually. He was like, the speaker's not working. I can't hear Courtney. I don't think Courtney can hear me. It's all good. You know, it is what it is. We can keep investigating, but we really do need to hear like what she's saying, blah, blah, blah. You know, they were having like a serious conversation back and forth. And then I saw Sean's face like almost morph into like this long smile, and he started laughing. And I'm like, that's weird. What a freak, right? And I kept investigating. Well, then all of a sudden I hear them say, I think we need a break. So I left my TikTok live people to go outside and check on Sean. And
what were you doing?
You guys were, I was about to go there. Yeah. So they were sitting on the tailgate of the truck smoking a cigar. And when I asked what happened, Sean told me that when he was talking to Chris, that Chris's face had like elongated into like a creepy, like almost like the Terrifier or whatever. But upon reviewing footage, it was actually Sean's face that changed on camera.
And we got this on camera.
So, am I going to put that out as a piece of evidence? No, because looking at it, it's one of those like you had to be there things, because looking at it, you just would think that Sean started laughing for no reason. But if you listen to the actual conversation that was being had, there was no reason for Sean to start laughing, like at all. They were having like technical difficulties and having a discussion about it.
Speaking of technical difficulties,
it wasn't anything like serious, but all weekend long, poor Chris got his steps in, because I swear to you guys, he was changing his batteries on his camera at minimum every 15 to 20 minutes.
We're not talking cheap cameras.
Okay. These camera, like whatever was going on in Rainworth this weekend, Ronnie said the same thing happened to Angie at Crescent.
Interesting.
2 locations, same thing happened. So, okay. So in this instance, Ronnie, now I just want clarification on this, because this has got my brain going. So what happened to Sean is Sean saw Chris's face distorting, but on camera, it was actually Sean that did this. Luckily, you know, through years of experience and stuff like that, we can pretty much identify when we need a break. And luckily, Sean was able to remove himself from the situation. I would love to see that. And the reason is I'm wondering if there wasn't something going on in the atmosphere. Hey, Angie.
Hey, Angie.
How are you?
Welcome, Angie. Angie from Bedford Paranormal.
Yes. So, you know, I thought that was a little bit interesting. I made everybody some coffee. And, you know, a lot of the time when I see shadow figures, when I see things being distorted or anything like that, I chalk it up to, oh, I'm just tired. Like I'm seeing stuff. But like this was early on in the night. Like this wasn't
about 9, 10.
Yeah, this wasn't like 2, 3, 4, 5 o'clock in the morning. Now, had this happened the night before, we investigated till the sun came up Saturday morning. So had this happened like the night before, around like 4, 5, 6 in the morning, yeah, that would have made sense.
Angie, we're glad you're here.
Yes.
Especially now that we're talking about something that mutually happened.
Yeah, for sure. So, I'm gonna go ahead. We are in the corner because we aren't allowed in the public. That is not
Ronnie,
true.
what are you talking about?
This is a public chat. You know what? I'm just gonna put live comments from viewers will appear on screen during your stream. Keep the conversation going to make your audience part of the experience. All right, cool. Huh. Okay. So I guess now I got a little button and the comments are just going to pop up. So Ronnie, you're just going to like everything you say is just going to pop up. How about that?
Make a comment now, Ronnie. See what happens.
So, with that being said, well, how come it didn't pop? Can you guys see my? Oh, there it is. Oh, there it is. It's right here. It's little ones right here. Can I make them bigger?
What's up, Ryan?
Michael Brooks, FPRI, Daryl Paulette. I don't see either one. Ronnie, Sean, I just sent the picture of the chat with just me in the room. Ron Jones, freaking awesome paranormal.
It flew off the desk a second ago.
Is that when you tripped over the ring light? And
I think it's when I tripped over the ring light.
Did a barrel roll out of the room? Rift Nation Network, shout out. All right, Central Virginia Paranormal Society. Good evening, good evening.
Good evening, guys.
Okay, Ryan sees the comments on the side. I see them about this big. Please tell me they're like bigger than that because that's like kind of dumb.
I just got a text from Ron Wood. Shout out Boots Paranormal.
Yeah. I don't know why Ronnie's the only one in. What?
So Ronnie just sent a screenshot. I see everybody's comment, Ronnie. What are you talking about?
Rhonda Harris, Psychic Medium Rhonda Harris, FPRI. John Sullivan, FPRI.
It is just Ronnie.
They're not big. Oh, well, that's dumb. I don't want some little miniature BS. I'm taking it away. That's cool, Ronnie. At least you have a friend. I'm glad you got a friend now. We can see you, though, Ronnie. I can see you.
I don't know why it does that. It does that for me, too, when I get on other people's stuff.
Ryan, contrary to popular belief.
I've always heard it was the motion in the ocean, but sometimes the ocean makes people sick. I don't know. I think it's the size of the boat.
They make Dramamine for that.
How you read them?
I don't have an freaking deal what that says, Paul Fowler.
Paul is like one of those real technical guys who builds
pseudo I2C detects.
Listen, I wasn't good in college, high school, elementary.
I feel like
in algebra.
Okay. All right. So Rhonda now has a friend. So now it's Rhonda, Ronnie, and Angie. Ronnie and I are watching from on the other side Facebook page. So you only in the chat who is on the page, not the people who are watching on your Hill City Paranormal page. Okay. So we got Central Virginia Paranormal Society, Rhonda, and Angie. All right. See, Ronnie, you're making friends. I'm really proud of you, Ronnie. Okay. So that's what it is, guys. You guys are kind of jumping in from other platforms, and that's okay. I kind of wondered what was going on with that, because sometimes when I jump in y'all's show, Rhonda, it happens like I'll say hey, and you guys are like talking to somebody else that I don't see. So yeah, kind of cool.
Yeah, I think what's going on is it depends on which page y'all are watching from. If you're on the other side page, you might see everybody's comment.
All right, Ryan. Team Hill City Paranormal.
If you're on the Hill City Paranormal page, you'll only see your comment, or vice versa. I'm not sure how it works. I can jump on and see myself. I don't know. Let me look.
Wait, what do you mean? You need me to pop the comments up on the stage again? Because I will, Paul.
Let me see what happens when I jump on here.
Oh, see, Ronnie, now you need to get mad at Rhonda because she abandoned you.
So on Hill City Paranormal, I see everybody's comment.
Everybody jump. You are not blocked on the Hill City. Ronnie, you know what? I'm going to directly send. This is madness. This is pure chaos.
So I see everybody's comment on both pages.
Please hold. I am going to the Hill City Paranormal page.
I don't know how to work this thing.
I'm going to share this to Ronnie directly. And Ronnie is going to follow this link
I see everybody's comment on both pages, so I don't know why. I don't know why y'all don't see
It
everybody's
is.
comment.
You know what, Ryan? It is. It's podcast anarchy.
So, Ronnie, you saw my comments. How are you not seeing everybody else's?
All right. This is pure madness. Just pure madness and chaos.
What about YouTube? Did you see everybody? I don't know.
I think, you know what? It doesn't even matter, though. You know what?
Put it this way. We announce everybody's comment on this chat.
Yeah.
So if you can't see everybody else's comment, we're telling you what they're saying. I don't know how to fix it. I don't know how to do it.
Angie, help!
I don't know how to do it, but we tell y'all what everybody says.
Ronnie, do you see the chaos and disrupt that you have caused? I bet they put your desk in the hallway in school.
It's all Ronnie's fault.
Ronnie was placed in the hallway in school. You
Ronnie
guys hear me?
One of them bad kids in school too.
Nobody wanted to be your partner in school. Anyway, so long story short, upon talking to Sean, after all this was said and done, okay, let me back it up here. Okay, so they're taking a break, whatever. Then finally they come and they join the. You know what, Angie? He needs way more than that. Like expulsion. We're going straight for the gut. Daryl, yes, please get your team people. Get your people. Anyway, they come back in. They join the public investigation. Everybody has a great time. Then the last hoorah was the group wanted to go back out to the blacksmith shop. Chris was not going back out to the blacksmith shop, so Sean went by himself with the group. There were some very strange happenings in the blacksmith shop that caused the group to leave. Like they were just like, okay, I think we've had enough. Like, have a good night. Thanks. We had a great time. Which it was the end of the night anyway. But there was some stomping up and down the stairs in the blacksmith shop. Like audible, loud stomping. I think banging on like the outside of the building, things like this. It was all captured on camera. So a couple of our guests were escorted back to their car. The other two left. And then Sean came inside. It was just me, Chris, and Sean. As we were sitting there, we all decided it's been a really long weekend. We're going to call it a night. We get in the bed. It's about 4 a.m. You're getting into that real deep sleep. And I'm setting the stage for you guys so you understand. Get into that real good, like deep REM sleep. Sean's cell phone rings. I could have unalived the person on the other end of that phone. But the person on the other end of the phone was Chris from upstairs in the same Rainworth Lodge that we were in. So I tell Sean, answer the phone just in case, like there's something wrong. He needs something, doesn't know where something is. He's sick. Like, let's answer the phone. So Sean answers the phone and says, yo. Chris then proceeds to say, hey, man. And I could hear all this. It's on speakerphone. Sean says, what's up? And then there's inaudible mumbling. So it sounds like, that's the best impression I have, okay? So Sean says, hello? Snoring. So we chalked it up to this dude called Sean, had something to say, and fell asleep on the other end of the phone, right? So I told Sean, I said, cut your phone off. I need to get a couple hours of sleep before we drive back tomorrow. So Sean silences his phone. I wake up the next morning to the sound of like pots and pans in the kitchen. And I'm thinking that Chris is just in the kitchen throwing down like some good breakfast or something. So I get up, I go to the kitchen. Nobody's in the kitchen. I could hear Chris snoring. I could hear Sean snoring. So I get back in the bed. I'm laying there for a few minutes. And then, I decide I'm going to go ahead and load up the car. I hear Chris kind of moving around. Everything happened so quickly, like the pack up and the leave, that we forgot to ask Chris, like if he called Sean or whatever. So when we got back home that evening, Sean gets Chris on the phone and he said, hey, I've been meaning to ask you, like, was there something you needed when you called me at 4:00 this morning? So there was a brief moment of silence on the other end of the phone. And he said, I didn't call you. And so Sean screenshots his call log. Not only did he have a 1-minute conversation with Chris that included the inaudible mumbling, the hey man, and the snoring, but there was also 3 more additional missed calls. So he proceeds to screenshot his call log to Sean, where Sean was the 10th one down on his call log. So it wasn't even possible for a butt dial to happen because he wouldn't have been the last one to call. So because, thankfully, he was filming a documentary, he was also filming himself sleep. So he went back, he pulled the footage, and never touched his phone all night long. The phone was upside down on camera, on the nightstand, did not move all night long. Please explain that.
Tell me what happened.
I would like to know. Just send another inbox showing you, just you and I, and only 4 other people in the chat. Well, now you have some friends.
No, you're not.
Yeah, you're not alone.
You're not alone.
CVPS is there for you. Yeah. I believe Rhonda popped back over. You got Angie. Hey, Lois.
Hey, Lois.
Lois, did you tune in from the On the Other Side page or the Hill City page? We need to know if Ronnie is in need of some friends. We need to know. We're running a survey here. But yeah, let me know in the comments if you guys have ever had any experiences like that, because like I said, the weirdness started when we arrived, like from the jump. That's fine, Rhonda. So if it's like more than 2 people, I'm not going to classify it as detention. I think you guys are in like study hall. Okay, so Lois is in there. Now you got friends. See, Ronnie, you have friends. You're okay. And we see you. So we count. We matter.
We're in there with you.
Podcasters matter.
We in there.
On the Other Side lives matter. All right. What? PAD.
Pad?
Pad?
You need a pad?
We got tissues for you too.
I can send you a pad.
Since you're crying like a...
But for real, guys, can somebody explain to me what that was? How did he make a phone call if he was asleep? And how did he asleep?
And the phone never moved.
What happened? I've been racking my brain trying to figure this out. If he's asleep, never touched his phone, how'd he call me? If he's snoring, the camera's showing him not move. He's saying he never called me. But I did talk to him. It wasn't a dream.
And I heard it.
And
so he has a
Courtney's
witness.
Then what happened?
Like the phone woke me all the way up.
Phone woke me up. I was falling asleep myself. It wasn't a dream. So this really happened. The phone proves that it happened. Like, it wasn't like I dreamed I talked to him. You know, it wasn't like it was, I thought I talked to him, but I really didn't. The phone shows we were on the phone for a minute.
And I audibly heard his voice on speakerphone. He said, "Hey, man," it was his voice. So I want to know if anybody's ever had that happen and what you guys think it is. That's what I want to know.
I mean, the noises I was hearing him make, were so weird that I even thought about going upstairs to check on him, make sure he wasn't having a medical emergency. It was weird sounds coming on the other end of that phone. I'm not going to try to imitate him because this is recorded and y'all will play that back and use it against me. But they were just some weird noises coming through the phone. Hey, Paul, what's up, brother? Shout out Cold Pepper Paranormal.
That's right. We're going to be up there soon.
If y'all are ever up that way, check out his arcade. It is an awesome retro arcade.
Throwbacks.
But Paul, just to update you, make a long story short, how does someone make a phone call without using the phone and dialing it to someone else?
That's what we want to know.
How does that happen?
That is our topic, our paranormal topic for today. What is the strangest paranormal occurrence that you've had happen that you can't explain?
Because, you know, I will say this about Rainworth. I know you guys have Carl, I will say that that's a possibility.
Carl, that's doing too much.
However,
I'm gonna say it.
However, one thing that I do is trust the integrity of the people that I investigate with. So, just by dealing with Chris and investigating with Chris, I don't feel that he would do that.
But either way, he would have had to physically touch his phone to call Sean.
Right.
And he is on camera. Phone is on camera, not being touched all night long.
Right. Like he would have, in order for him to pause the recording, there'd be a skip in time somewhere.
All right. So, Ronnie, we were doing a session at Crescent and Angie was involved until her face kind of distorted and she got quiet. Brenda said right away, Angie, what's wrong with your face? And she didn't answer. Paul said, good question. It's happened to people I know too. Angie said, that's crazy. I had an experience similar when the guys were at St. Albans and I was in Ohio. They called me on a video call during the investigation and we had a complete interference. Alan's voice changed while he was talking to me. Also, he spoke a different language and I could not explain it.
I remember Ronnie telling me a story
that's
about
actually interesting. A whole nother language.
Now, I will say, too, to back up, Chris's story, when I called him and asked him about it, he did seem very confused as the situation. And when he looked at the camera,
that is scary.
His significant other was sitting right there with him and beside him. And she watched the footage with him and just dealing with her and the times I ran into her. She's very no nonsense as well. If there was any kind of break in the time or any kind of weird thing with the footage, he didn't have time to edit that footage. It's one of those things where he wouldn't have had time to get to his laptop sat on the computer the entire time.
His laptop sat where?
His laptop sat on his laptop sat on the kitchen table the entire time he was sleeping. So it wouldn't have been.
And his room was directly above ours.
He wouldn't have had time. I would have heard him come down the step. He wouldn't have had time to edit that before he got home, unless he pulled over somewhere. If somebody has to do that much stuff to tamper with evidence, I don't think that would have been the one thing he would have done. I don't think.
But he didn't know about it until you brought it up when we got home.
I'm just saying, of all the things he could have staged, I don't think he would have staged. And plus, the amount of time he spent debunking evidence with us.
Yeah. We had a whole door that opened up by itself. And I was running around cleaning up and stuff like that before we left. And he came barreling down the stairs and he was like, Courtney, I debunked the door opening. And I was like, how? There's no way. And he was like, come here, let me show you. And I walked upstairs and it was literally when two doors were closed, the third one opened when one of them was open, almost like a force, it was.
The one thing that Rainworth Lodge claims, and every investigator who stays there claims, is the bathroom door upstairs opens by itself. Every investigator claims that. It's logged, it's documented, it's in every documentary from Rainworth. You can go look it up. And I haven't experienced it yet because I'm never up there. I don't even investigate up there because it doesn't call me or I don't have any feeling about upstairs. So I never experienced it, but every investigator, every documentary, they talk about that door opening upstairs. And Chris said, aha.
Yes, that's what I was looking for.
That's what he said. It was a vacuum. So
that's exactly what
Chris
happened.
came running downstairs and was excited to say, I debunked that whole door opening theory. And he's debunked the orbs that were in there. He debunked a lot of stuff that was going on in that place that other investigators claim. The one thing that I claim about Rainworth is that is the only place that I've gone to and will experience constant real paranormal activity. And what I mean by real paranormal activity is activity that I don't need equipment to investigate.
You don't.
I go in there with just a simple recorder and a camera, and that's all I need. I can leave every one of and I'll touch on orbs in a second, Ronnie, but that's the only place I literally can go just sit in there. I don't even need a recorder. I will go in there and just sit and experience things that you can't explain. A door handle turning, physically turning, and a door shaking.
Hearing footsteps, running.
Audible running footsteps.
The sofa, something jumped on it, butt imprint, couch moving, Like,
and that's the only place where I experienced constant activity like that. Lights turning on and off by itself, where you hear Chris said he saw the switch flip up and down. That's the only place I've gone to where I experience it all the time. Now, when it comes to orbs in that place, Ron, I thought about you. Chris was filming B-roll footage, and he said, "Look at that light." And I looked, and a light came out of the stairs and hovered and floated into the wall where the second floor used to be in the house. It used to be it's a 300-year-old log, almost 300-year-old log cabin, and there used to be a second floor there, and the light floated to where that floor would be and just went to the wall and disappeared, and we caught it on camera. So,
but you saw it
with my own two eyes.
With your own two eyes.
And it was caught on camera. It was a bright light. It looked like, I don't know, like a laser beam or something somebody had shot out. So I will say, I've been talking about the Rainworth for a long time. I've got tons of videos from the Rainworth. It's a crazy place.
The one thing I will say is my first several times there, I encountered a tall man dressed in dark clothing in the dining room area. Like, you'll round the corner and he'll be standing there, and it startles you for a brief moment because he's there. He's like clear as day there. And you blink and he's gone. And so I was explaining to Chris and Sean about this encounter last time we were there. And, Sean will listen to it and he's just like, okay, cool. Like, keep it moving, And then the next day, on day 2, Sean rounded the corner to the dining room and the man was standing right there. And it's not like a malevolent man. Like, he's not like, get out or like he doesn't charge you or anything like that until this visit. So that leads me to my next question for you guys in the comments. Do you feel like spirits almost get agitated with investigators coming in? And the reason I'm asking that is this tall, dark man in the dining room in the kitchen area was seen again by myself and Chris. Did you see him this weekend?
I did not see him this weekend.
So myself and Chris, I had explained it to Chris. Chris kind of was looking at me like, okay, cool. And then day 2, Chris rounded the corner and all of a sudden he said, oh, shit, and comes running back out. And he just kind of looked at us. And I said, what? And he said, that man you were telling me about was in the kitchen. And he said it was like this heavy, like almost like he was pushing him out of the kitchen, like not physically, but he said that it was like this, he got this just overwhelming sense that he was being pushed out of the area, like get out of this area. And it's crazy because I saw him as well and had the same feeling. Almost like he was like, get the hell out of my dining room. Why are you here? Ronnie, my motto is, if you see it with your own two eyes, it's valid. Pictures, videos are questionable. I have seen an orb. Daryl, my bro, came to hang. D, my bro, came to hang with us. So yeah, so I feel like the spirits and the energy at Rainworth almost like intensified over time. So I always give a like a synopsis or whatever to the owners whenever we leave. So they called yesterday and we had a couple-hour conversation. And while I was speaking to the owner's wife, in the background, she spoke up and she said the energy in there has shifted. She said, when I was there, it was almost like a heavy presence, and I never felt like I was alone or at peace or anything like that. But she also met that with, I also didn't feel like anything was going to harm me. I just was kind of on edge, like on guard the whole time I was there. And that's the feeling that I had. So, it makes me, it popped several questions in my head. 1A, what are other teams doing at this location? Was my number one like thing that popped in my head. I'm like, what is going on? Because you never know what the team before you did or conjured or opened up in that location. And then 2, I'm like, if if a location is being investigated on a regular basis, does the energy that it's drawing from equipment, from people, and things like that almost intensify the spirit's ability to manifest? I saw a softball light at Pennhurst in the Mayflower building, but I can't make myself call it an orb. Daryl, it's okay. If you see it with your own two eyes, it's an orb.
It's okay.
We were in Gettysburg 3 weeks ago. I wish we had done the Rainworth while we were there. Ronnie, I don't know what you guys got going on, but we will be back November 14th and 15th. We're hosting public investigations, so we'll be there. If you ever, want to go and, need extra people or whatever, just let us know. Rainworth is like our second home. It's always got a special place in my heart. I always leave there and feel like I have questions, and locations like that will always draw me back. The Doss House is one of them. I mean, this weekend we're heading to the Para United Expo in Nancy Glo, Pennsylvania. If you guys want to head up that way, we would love to see everybody. It is at the Haunted Liberty Theater, and it's going to be a good time. We've got a lot of awesome speakers, including yours truly, of course.
I don't know what we're going to speak about,
but we're
going to be there speaking.
We're getting up there on Friday, and we're going to investigate. Yes, I'm going to answer that in a second. We are going to investigate on Friday. Then after the expo, we're going to go to a different location and we're going to investigate. So it's just going to be like just more intense weekend stuff. Paul Fowler, are you guys still doing stuff with the cemetery? I'm going to put it out there. I don't care. No, we are not doing stuff with the cemetery because there was some very shisty shit that went on. And some people got shafted out of their positions.
Wasn't us.
Yeah, wasn't us, but
we're loyal.
Got out of their positions, and I don't like how it went down. And I felt like if you'll do it to those people, you're going to do it to us. So I always find that it is better to cut ties prior to the ties being cut, if that makes sense.
We'll leave it at that.
In a summary. But, Paul, October 9th, 10th, and 11th, there's something big coming here in Lynchburg at a, I'm going to go ahead and say I'm not going to say a never before investigated location, but a location that has been not publicly investigated, if that makes sense. So
we'll put it out there. Coming soon.
Are you going to put it out there?
Tonight, I will drop a preview of where we will be hosting another public investigation. It is a site of a Civil War
Union headquarters.
A Union headquarters. A Union general set up headquarters there for the Battle of Lynchburg. So if you do enough research on that, you'll find out there is blood stain still in the floor from that Battle of Lynchburg.
All the furniture is original to the house. All the
furniture is original to the location. It's a very beautiful location. Yes, we've investigated. Yes, we've gotten activity there. But starting...
Ronnie, no. If you guess it, I will tell you yes. But
it is a beautiful location. And starting in October, we will be hosting public investigation. And depending on how much support from our paranormal family we get for this investigation, we will continue to host and bring teams in there after that. But we're starting off with the public. And if it's successful with bringing people in there, we will have teams coming in there, possibly. So I'm going to need all my yes, Ronnie. Good guess. Good guess.
I couldn't heart react to it. Like, I felt like I needed to heart react.
And I will go ahead and publicly say this. Shout out to Bedford Paranormal for putting the bug in our ear to talk to these people.
Yes.
So one of you lovely members pulled me aside one day and talked to me about this location. And so it worked out good.
I will.
We are into preserving history. Y'all, anybody who knows me knows that I have a special place in my heart for Civil War history. And that's what we're trying to do. So I will say that since we're talking about it, and I will put this out there with them, this is the first time I've ever talked to a location that was equally excited about this as I am.
Yeah, they're stoked.
They're actually very flexible and willing to work with us to do this.
Booze Paranormal.
Shout out Ron Wood from Booze Paranormal.
Ron Wood. We put a lot of plugs on our live this weekend. So we went live 3 times. Night 1 was 23,000 likes. Then we went and overtook Ghost City Tours. Shout out to Andy Andrews for your support.
Shout out to Andy Andrews for with Vapor Paranormal.
Yeah, he let us come and take over Ghost City Tours, and we did a live Q&A. I set up Sean and Chris at a table with a sign that said "Ghosts aren't real, prove us wrong." So we had a very good mixture of people. We had people that were very excited to go tell them that they absolutely 100% know that ghosts are real, and they wanted to share their personal experiences.
We might release that video.
And then I ran off an entire family. That's always a plus. I think I was like the street hustler outside. I was like, hey, come on in, debate my people type deal. But we had 24,000 likes and views on that. And then we went live during the public. And man, when I tell you, like, our live supporters and our supporters on TikTok are phenomenal. Yeah, well, a lot of them popped in from here. So I was using some of your equipment, Ron. And so I said, hey, if you guys want to know like where I got this, like Booze Paranormal, and I showed your little sticker. I was using my scrying mirror.
The RW1 was great this weekend.
Sean needs to call you right after this podcast, Ron.
Ron, stay up for a few minutes. I'll call you after the podcast.
I know you go to bed and you got to work, but you got to hear this about the RW1. But that was crazy.
But again, y'all,
thanks, Daryl.
We will be starting to host public investigations at the Sandusky House. I will put a teaser video tonight. We have investigated. We will continue to be doing some investigations there to find some more evidence, because again, I don't like to host places that I've never investigated. I want to make sure there's something there before we sell it, so to speak. So I'm going to need y'all's help to make sure we can make this successful, so we can continue to preserve Civil War history. Those of y'all who don't like the bad guys, it was a federal camp. So panties in a bunch.
So I didn't really get anything from it, but that's okay. That was my first time using it. And you know, just practice makes perfect.
But we used it.
I did. I used it twice, actually, both nights. So yeah.
And likewise, Daryl.
Yeah.
We will push a Civil War history, of course, and we'll push y'all. We'll support Bedford Paranormal. Y'all the reason why we were able to obtain this location.
Look, and guys, I'm going to say this publicly.
Talking about Para-Unity, Ronnie. Look at Para-Unity.
Hold on. I do want to say something, though, really honestly. My algorithm is really jacked up on Facebook. So if you guys have an event that you need me to push or want me to push or need me to throw out there, send me an inbox. I'm 90% sure I am friends with all of you guys on my personal page, or either way, send Hill City Paranormal a message and just be like, hey, do you mind sharing this event? I absolutely will share it. If I don't get on Hill City Paranormal's like news feed every single day, so I won't always see it. So don't take that offensively if you post an event and I don't see it. I will promote it. Shoot me a message. Hey, can you check out my event? That's all you have to say. And I'm going to be like, oh yeah, absolutely. I'm going to go to your page and I'm going to share it. End of story. And we go live quite a bit on TikTok. As some of you pop in there and see, and I have no problem putting a plug out there too. So thank you, Lost Souls. We love y'all. Sandusky is a big deal. We'll support you guys. Thanks, Ronnie. I appreciate it.
Emily?
No, that's not a lie. And you know it. And you put that guitar away.
Emily.
We're running out of time.
Thanks for your support.
Emily, you have inspired so many songs out of this man.
Ronnie.
Okay. Jesus Christ. But yes, they're putting their feelers out. They want to see how it goes October 9th, 10th, and 11th. If all goes well, fingers crossed, we can make this a regular thing. And then eventually they are open to other ideas as well, that we may be able to host. So that will be super exciting. Are you excited? Sean is going to close out the show with a song, apparently.
Emily, stop lying. Ronnie, stop crying.
Ronnie, we will be going to privates, yes. But like I said, he wants to put his feelers out with this, see, what's going on, and then eventually work up to that. Paul said, play it, Sean.
Paul, yeah, we love y'all, man.
You guys need to put together like a paranormal band with like a paranormal name, because you got Paul, you got Ronnie.
That would be awesome. Listen, Ronnie.
Who else is a musician?
We talked about Para-Unity. You watched it. So because of Bedford, we left the cemetery, got another location under our belt. Mm-hmm. But we need y'all support, everybody's support in making it successful. Again, basically, if this is successful, we'll be able to bring teams in, and so y'all know how that works. But my biggest thing, again, is preserving the history. That's my biggest thing is making sure that that place is great, and it needs income. It needs our support in the paranormal family to make it. It's a beautiful location. The place is well preserved, but it still needs a lot of work there. So yeah,
there you go. Emily said you can use her name in any song inspiration.
Every show I see you pop in, the guitar's coming out.
Emily, if you see my number pop up, I give you full permission just to ignore my calls tonight, because it's probably Sean and he's probably trying to call you to play this song.
We're calling
in your ear
tonight.
You need to call Ron.
Yes, Ron, I'm going to call you.
But yes, guys, I do appreciate all of you guys that pop in every single week.
And Paul, I'm coming back to the arcade. I'm singing a song.
I'm eating a hot honey chicken.
I'm singing some Scorpions. We're going to rock you like a hurricane up in that bad boy. Paraband, yes.
We got to come up with like an epic name here. An epic name. I'll think of one.
Yes.
I'm going to ask Chat GPT is what I'm going to ask.
That really would be cool. I will be the tambourine player.
Angie, are you still in here?
Because I think everybody in the paranormal world are rock players. I'm a country musician, so I wouldn't fit. So I'll play the tambourine.
Yes, Emily.
Or a maraca or something.
The Screaming Sean band. That's funny. The Reign of Shadows. It would totally have to be rock.
Oh, that's a bad chord. Emily, quit lying.
Here we go.
Quit your lying, Emily. Stop lying.
Angie, I'm going to answer you. What I was letting you know is I'm going to answer you after this podcast. But Chat GPT says the paranormal band name should be Spectral Echoes, The Veil Between, Phantom Frequency, Midnight Apparitions, Bump in the Night.
Bump in the Night.
Creeps and Chords. The Bohemian Rhapsody. Crypt Pulse. Hauntology. Eternal Dread. The EVP Sessions.
Sexy Sean and the Levels. Oh my God. Central Virginia, we will have a link that we'll be posting for that, by the way.
Yes, I will be putting up the link.
And also there will be more dates in our so we fill up.
Lord Big Dick and the Extenders.
Oh my God. Hey Kim. So if we actually he said if we fill up those dates, we will have more dates in October. And our October is pretty free. We actually kept our October free in case we get a lot of people. So yeah, Paranormal Friends. If we get a lot of people on those tours, and the ticket prices are going to be phenomenal. I'm not going to announce them yet, but
because we're still kind of like doing this number.
But we have a teaser video. I got some clips I put together a video for the inside of the place. You'll be able to see it. I will post it tonight. If you don't see it tonight, it'll be there in the morning. So It'll be out there. But hop on over to the freaking awesome Paranormal Show with Ryan Jones and Rhonda Harris from the Riff Nation Network.
Yes.
I love y'all. Thank you for tuning in, by the way. You got anything else?
I have nothing else.
Y'all got anything else? Put it in the comments real quick if you got anything.
The midnight apparitions.
Sexy Sean and the Lot Lizards.
Lord have mercy.
Oh my
that
God.
must be Ronnie.
It's got to be. It's got to be old Roddy. We love Middletown.
Yeah. Guys, I know there was a lot of rambling, but a lot of this was just a thank you.
Yes.
So,
big thank you for y'all.
Until Tuesday. Actually, Tuesday, we have the owners of the Doss House on our show, guys. Yes. So you don't want to miss that one, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Oh my God, there's a bat in here.
It's a moth.
Shit, it's on me. Guys, I'm out.
It's a moth.
I'm about to jump out of here. All right. Until next Tuesday, I'm Courtney.
I'm Sean.
We'll see you on the other side.